Hello to the collective and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm going to be going through the energies for the collective, the energy that is surrounding the collective over the weekend of December 11th of 2020. We have a first spread here representing family, and the second spread representing health. The third spread representing business, career, and finance, and the fourth spread representing love and romance. So when we look at family, Spirit is wanting to speak either to the feminine or to those whom are thinking about a feminine. This could be a mother figure. This could be a grandmother figure. This could be becoming a mother, wanting to have children. It's about walking in the energies of femininity. Being an example of love. Caring, giving, helping, and supporting others. And laying aside difficult thoughts, feelings, emotions, and memories. I'm hearing the feminine needs to lead by example at this time. For it is a time of giving and receiving. It's about being generous and receptive. There needs to be a balance of equal give and take. There needs to be the ability to give kindly and supportively to others without the expectation of receiving what you want in return. Karma will take care of that, right? So as we communicate with others in the highest best good, we know that in return, karmically, beautiful things will come back. So in the midst of difficulty, in the area of family, it's about being generous. It's about being an example. It's about giving and receiving. Giving thanks to the reception of what comes back towards you when you give good energy to others. Recognizing that in turn, good comes back. As we give, so too shall we receive. By Sunday, it is a beautiful time to enjoy the quiet energy. This is the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, by the way. So it will be a great weekend to write those Christmas cards and maybe speak of the memories or how you feel in a very caring, loving way, without the expectation of will they send something back? How will they receive my message? Instead, I'm going to go into peaceful silence and give thanks to Spirit for all who I have in my life, because our family, they're the soulmates we were meant to walk this journey in connection with. So on the bottom of the deck, Spirit's saying, should you follow Spirit's advice, what you will receive in return, maybe not this weekend, but as a result, there will come energies of optimism. So as we give in a caring, loving, giving, supportive way, as we help another or others, a mother, grandmother, or ourselves, by giving in a caring and loving way without the expectation of what will be returned, we can sit quietly and peacefully by Sunday and expect good things to happen, because they do. Now in the health position or health reading, this is the Tea Leaf deck by Ray Hepburn. We have the Spear energy. Heartache over what we no longer have. So there may be a feminine energy out there who is mourning what they do not have any longer, or someone is mourning a feminine in their life that they have no longer. But again, Spirit is saying push beyond worries and fears and just give out good energy, knowing that this heartache will eventually be replaced with optimism. It is the heartache energy that will cause unhealthiness. So Spirit is really nudging the collective with the dolphin energy to continue to or start a hobby, gift, talent, or skill that will occupy your mind, your emotions, your spirituality as you create, even if it's Christmas cards. You will receive abundance and optimism and maybe even financial gain in other areas because of what you did emotionally to help one another or others. So really, health is about walking in energies of positivity, exercising, eating right. That is what health is all about. If we sit in energies of sadness or unfulfillment or worry and fear of what happened in the past, it's important now to understand that Spirit is helping us to create now a collective future because the past is dissipating. So if we move into the year of 2021 with a kind, caring, loving, feminine type energy, even if we are mourning over what we no longer have in some way, giving without the expectation of receiving and working instead on what truly fulfills us is what will bring back that optimism. So, send out letters, send out cards, do something kind to another or others, and then focus on something that really grounds you day to day. Read a book, watch inspiring movies, write, draw, paint, do photography, pottery, poetry, learn something new, teach something new, for we are all on the same internet platform at this time, right? No longer do we have to work under a CEO, but we can create our own business on the side where we can start to manifest additional abundance, where we can teach others the art of karma, the art of grounding oneself and freeing oneself from negativity, because negativity is what affects one's health adversely. Because by Sunday, wow, there are energies of great passion. So health-wise, this is a time to let go of heartache over whatever it is you no longer have, because it no longer fulfills your journey moving forward, but to instead do something that fulfills you, that grounds you in a moment of quiet. So instead of watching TV or being around a lot of loud things outside of yourself or even negative thinking, this is a weekend to do something you truly enjoy. Knit, create music, and to continue to put your energy into that purpose. For it's going to bring energies of great passion. And what will happen when there's great passion and financial gain even here? The health is going to go up. The positivity is going to develop and arise within, and it's going to heal whatever it was that the spear energies were trying to translate. Unhealthy energy being replaced by your efforts, financial gain, and great patience, because you connected. We've got children here, we've got children here, we got a child here. You connected with family. And it brings optimism and great passion, which is going to heal whatever you were experiencing heartache over, because the heartache is causing negative health cells, and now kind words, messages, and efforts, financial, creative efforts, are going to, in a quiet time, in a quiet moment. And this is about continuing. What am I going to work on in a quiet moment every day where I can ground myself and do something that I am passionate about? For I know that good things will happen, and that optimism in the future and for the future is going to heal whatever ails me. Now, in the career and finance position, we have the number 5. 5 is about not knowing exactly what action steps to take, feeling a bit conflicted or defeated in some way. For some, over what you no longer have or who. But 5 is also, like the year of 2021, a time to free yourself from conflict and defeat, what isn't working, because that is what is affecting the collective's health over the weekend. A number 5 year is about unpredictable, constant motion, unexpected surprises. But if we just sit here in energies of conflict and defeat, and I cannot push any further, that's when we start to feel stuck or trapped. And when we feel stuck or trapped, we cannot go anywhere. For Spirit is waiting for each of us to set goals and intentions, to pray about those goals and intentions with the expectation that there will be passion and optimism if we put one foot in front of the other and we do what makes us happy. And in order to start taking those steps, Spirit's saying we've got to let go of what we no longer have. For the number 6 represents success. We need to let go of what we used to love to do, maybe a position we used to really enjoy, and know that as we let go of what we no longer have, spiritually and emotionally, as we imagine ourselves letting go and letting those candles go out through the river into the ocean, we can free ourselves from energies of conflict and defeat. We can instead create something or recognize that something we've been starting to work on or towards, or that we choose to work on and create this weekend, will eventually bring financial gain. So I'm feeling the energies of I worked for an organization and I lost my income from what I would go and receive outside of myself. But now I'm going to free myself from the conflict tied to who and or what I no longer have. I'm going to free myself from old memories of what I loved, and I am going to manifest financial gain so that I'm standing on a solid foundation of peace, joy, and happiness so that I can begin again. So the bottom card, we have the number 8. So this is about freeing ourselves from conflict and defeat, connecting with another or others, learning or teaching while letting go of what was, giving without the expectation of receiving, creating without the expectation of receiving a client, or marketing and selling and obtaining money for what you are manifesting. This is about trusting in Spirit. That as you set goals and meet goals with the power energy is that of the elder or the lion. They set goals and they accomplish everything between where they stand and their prey. They realize with the number 8 what did not work in the past, therefore. Instead of sitting here stagnant, sad, or stuck, I'm going to have goals and intentions, and I'm going to rise above what I no longer have. As I rise above and set new goals and intentions, I will automatically be able to let go of what I used to enjoy that now has left me conflicted. For it is affecting my health. And now I can give and receive. I can take what I've learned. I can guide others by sharing information, by teaching via YouTube, by creating something with my own two hands and marketing it on the side via Etsy, Amazon, and so on. For that is going to bring me this energy of quietude, of peaceful silence, because I now know what I'm passionate about and what I am working towards. By Sunday, I can sit quietly and work excitedly towards something that I know will eventually bring me not only financial gain, but optimism once again. Now, in the relationship sector, we have the collective either waiting on a message or wanting to communicate a message to another. Some of the collective may be waiting on a message that's just not coming. And that's what needs to be let go of. But I feel like this weekend, again, we need to get more in the energy of career and finance, creativity, doing something that will really ground us. Because they're clarifying that here with the meditation card. So when we take an hour or two each day and we sit down and we create a journal, or we start watching inspiring movies, or reading a book, or writing a book, if we start drawing or taking and creating artwork in some way, it's the process of manifesting what truly grounds you, what it is you're passionate about, that helps you to be freed from worrying about communication from the outside world. So in relation to another or others, Spirit is giving you the energy to remain hopeful. For the moon represents hope, and without hope, the path ahead would be dark. What will bring the collective hope, as they're waiting on a message from the outside world, is to set goals and intentions and to enjoy the process of working on that, of learning about that, maybe marketing a product and connecting with someone who can get you those items and teach you about that. That is going to not only bring energies of great passion and healing, but it's going to help the collective to be able to sit in a quiet space and get optimistic about their own journey as they hope for what can transpire around them. There is so much here about, should this pandemic or epidemic or whatever it is end, what are we going to do when the next one comes? What will I lean on, and not who outside of myself, but within myself, where I know that should we end up in this position again, I will continue to know what I am working towards that brings me great passion. And I know that as I manifest financial gain through these efforts, I will automatically heal from whatever it is that I no longer have. So in the relationship sector, it is indeed a weekend about setting visions, goals, intentions, and ideas, and maintaining hope that in the midst of a conclusion, an ending, that now is a time to get back in touch with our unique abilities, to set goals, excited goals about your own personal journey, moving forward not with another or others, but independently towards what it is that fulfills you personally day to day. For we do have chaotic connections here and energies of deception. So those who are dealing with a situation involving deception, all that's doing is making you feel stuck or trapped with the cage energy. So the spiritual advice is, what is it that truly fulfills you personally? Where are you headed personally? Where you can put your passionate energy into just that, the manifestation of your goals and intentions for the long term. For financially, Spirit is waiting, see with that number 6, for someone to let go of whatever they were conflicted about so that they can move into the direction of new goals and intentions, because that is where victory and success lies. So it will become a time next week, I feel, as one sits in solitude, to really think about, or maybe even just during the weekend, what decisions, what forward movement choices am I going to make? I know that as I wait patiently, I will come into connection with the right partners and or alliances. I will come out of the shadow energy of negative thinking and instead allow my light to shine in the world. For as soon as you figure out what it is you enjoy doing, you're going to feel that peaceful energy. Some are going to get very passionate about maybe helping another or others, giving to others. So I'm going to just lay one card for each of these areas of spiritual guidance for the collective. Oop, we had a card flip. Time to start fresh. See, it's time for wonderful new beginnings. Wonderful new beginnings are blossoming in my life. I know where I'm headed in the year of 2021, and I know what I'm going to start working on or towards now. I know that what I am going to create, my goals and intentions for the long term, will help for me to ground myself, will help for me to go into a form of meditation where I can find hope once again, where I can free myself from whatever caused me energies of conflict, defeat, and heartache that maybe even affected my health negatively. And now I'm going to realize also that as I sit in peaceful silence and I listen, that there is something within me that I am passionate about that I was not acknowledging. So in the family area, embrace the future. I step into the future with an open heart. So if there have been situations regarding the feminine, or you're the feminine, again, it's time to give without the expectation of receiving, and then to just sit in silence and wait. Get ready to embrace your future. Once you reach out to family, focusing again on what am I going to work towards? Will it receive attention and recognition when I put my efforts in? And in the area of health over the weekend, I do feel like where there hasn't been communication, where people have been feeling conflicted about communicating with others, maybe you've been holding back because of what you no longer have collectively. It is time now to communicate from the depths of your being, and then to move forward and embrace a new future, new goals and intentions, new plans for yourself. Yes, in the career and finance, we've got step into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. For when we go into peaceful silence and we work on something that helps us to ground ourselves, as we work towards long-term goals and intentions each and every day in a moment of silence, and we listen, Spirit will eventually bring signs and synchronicities, but you've got to be quiet enough to receive, right? You've got to be quiet enough to hear Spirit via your intuition. In love, it's okay to share of yourself. It's okay to communicate. But again, it's a weekend of sitting in silence with hope in your heart. And what gives us hope? positivity. I embrace the future. I give without the expectation of receiving. I let go of what I no longer have. But I communicate freely and now choose to embrace my future. For I know that as I put my passionate energy into a moment of stillness and planning, I will eventually be able to share who I am, who I truly am, with another or others. As I become more clear as to what my long-term victory and success is going to be about, I can then share what I'm working towards with another or others. So in a 3-card summary, it's a time to, for those of you who've been working on something already, the abundance of your efforts is going to start to flow. There is a renewal that is needed here this weekend. And the renewal, the rising above, has to do with following your bliss. What is it and who is it I always wanted to become? Because victory and success is out around the corner, but you've got to launch your journey. It's not time to sit around and think about who and or what you no longer have, but instead, pack up your suitcase. Travel, even if it's locally, to a small space where you can take a break. Or travel in your thoughts. But regardless, get to the truth of who you are. Who you were meant to be, what you were meant to do, how you were meant to help guide others in a positive way, and believe that you have this magic within you. And as you share it outside of you, you will be healing from what was, from conflict and defeat. You will be awakening to the wisdom of the journey that Spirit's trying to guide you towards, a path of peace, joy, and happiness. But we've got to take action. And then we can cultivate prosperity from it. Peace, joy, happiness, money, success, abundance in every way. And as we share our gifts, our talents, our skills with another or others, our heart can once again open up. Someone here may be traveling this weekend, or you're being guided to go and travel and find a space of silence. See, because Spirit's trying to send messages to the collective as to how they can break certain barriers that are blocking them. We block ourselves. The path is always waiting for us to discover. And the card says, I am now expanding beyond the limitations in my life into energies of joy and freedom. And the number 5 year that we're heading into in 2021 is all about that. I'm going to receive messages from Spirit and break the barriers, the limitations, the conflict, the defeat, the worry or sadness over what I no longer have in my life. For as I look deeper this weekend, I'm realizing a majestic radiance within me. I know that I can stand noble, brave, and strong in who I am, whether I have someone in my life with me or not. For as I plant seeds and proceed softly towards my goals and intentions, I'm also realizing that my power is being born in this moment of silence and stillness. That not only am I opening my soul to the grace of who I was meant to be, but I'm starting to expect miracles. I'm starting to feel more courageous. I'm opening my heart and I'm listening to where Spirit's trying to guide me, to who I am supposed to be right now. And for some, if you're not receiving a message from someone, it's definitely a time to give positive messages to yourself, via meditation, and just remain hopeful. Let someone come to you. Let them unfold before you when the time is right. And in the meantime, accept what is. I accept and embrace who I am. I can communicate from the depths of my being. And I know that as I sit in moments of silence, I can create a future and step into that future. As long as I know exactly what this next chapter is going to be about in 2021. So it's a perfect weekend to write down. What is it I've always wanted to learn about or do? How am I going to go about teaching or learning that? What are the supplies I need to get? What time of the day, each and every day, am I going to put an hour or two into just that while I shut everything off outside of me? What are my long-term goals that I'm going to accomplish by the end of 2021? And how can I very, very proudly share my gifts with others? Because victory and success is coming. Optimism and great passion, especially health-wise, will come from those who can communicate freely and openly, who can speak positively in the midst of difficulty, who can let go of what was and now manifest your power in the beauty of silence, eventually sharing what you are manifesting, who you were meant to be with the world, with the expectation that good things are going to come of this. So I'm going to close with an overall energy message for the collective with the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, what is the collective energy that will be surrounding the collective during the weekend of December 11th of 2020? Three of Emotion. Wonderful news is on its way! Exclamation mark. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, graduations, and etc. will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another this weekend. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are right around the corner. Definitely bringing endings to a happy ending, if only in your thoughts. Knowing that with the Ace of Action, which has been showing up a lot lately, the Ace of Wands as a gift from the universe is showing up here. The discovery by the end of the weekend for some, that this cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to one's creativity, career, or the pursuing of one's dreams. This is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, it is time to get really busy. It's also a great time to start a business. It's a time to have confidence in your own personal abilities. Should these messages resonate for you and you have further questions about your own personal journey, feel free to write me at my email for a personal reading. My email address is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1-month, 3-month, 6-month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. Thank you so much to those of you whom have offered readings to others who need guidance as a gift. Holiday gift for some that I've been receiving. Should you offer a holiday gift, a personal reading for another, I am offering $10 off on one of the 1-month, 3-month, 6-month, or yearly readings for you. So, yeah, just write me at my email if you are interested. I want to say a big thank you to those of you whom have liked, shared, subscribed, and most importantly, those whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Take care. Happy weekend to you all, and God bless.